Hey everybody, Dustin Daniels, candidate for Tallahassee Mayor, answering some more questions from the Oasis Center for Women and Girls. The next question is, what ideas do you have for improving access to quality comprehensive health care for women in Tallahassee-Leon County? And also, do you support a local ordinance protecting women's reproductive rights? Let me answer the first question first, which is, I think it's an extremely important question. I think of the ways that the city of Tallahassee interacts with healthcare on the local level. And I think that we could be doing more in this space. Absolutely. If you look at, for instance, Tallahassee Memorial Healthcare, one of the large hospitals here locally, that the facility that TMH actually has is built on city land. The city then leases that land to TMH for $1 a year, just $1. And that organization obviously provides healthcare in a variety of ways to the community, but especially for an organization with such a large budget, with that creates such a large amount of revenue, we obviously support their work, but we don't necessarily support the work of neighborhood health clinic, for instance, or Bond Community Health Clinic, for instance, that are working with sort of individuals and communities on the lower socioeconomic rung of the ladder. And I think that we could provide similar supports to those organizations, again, that are working with more indigent populations that really need it. As it relates to reproductive justice, I think, unfortunately, in this country, reproductive justice is under attack. I think that our presidential administration is one of the most anti-woman, anti-reproductive justice administrations in the history of our country. And I think that we have failed to really realize the manner in which the local government can show up in this space. I think that when we talk about anti-discrimination ordinances, for instance, that we really need to have a conversation about how exactly that applies to women and their reproductive choices. There are cases around the country of individuals who women who were discriminated against based on housing or employment because of their reproductive choices, right? Whether they use birth control or something else, that they're actually being fired from their jobs or being denied apartments that they apply for. I think we have to be vigilant of that kind of discrimination in our community. And then I also think that we need to develop policies that push back against so-called crisis pregnancy centers, centers that kind of show themselves off to people who are seeking reproductive health services, but really are really don't have the credentials or the healthcare background to really provide individuals the support they need to make the choices that they need for their own reproductive health. And so, again, I think that local government can definitely stand in the gap in a number of ways. And I think, again, these are really important issues.